Shanti, welcome to Avikti Parivar. Yes, welcome home back to New York. We have home everywhere, wherever Baba's home are, it's our home, right? So Madhuban, we were having beautiful time, and now here in New York we are. You saw some of the glimpse. We left from Madhuban and also reached to New York. So, live from New York. So, today is day 20. Imbibe the virtues of sweetness and humility to become great. Today's topic, easy nature. Pass with honor, waste thought. Resentment at having to adjust. Spiritual power to finish waste thought. Power to mold. Baba's magic mantra. Sweet, sweet child, the fruit of 1,000 elevated thoughts is received from the Father in return for one elevated thought of the child. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Whenever we had to leave Madhuban, then we know that there is a call for some service. So wherever Baba takes us, there is always lots of love, but also lot of service, right? So in the beginning, what you saw was at the back of Harmony House, the main center in USA, in New York. And other one is the Vyakti Bhavan, where sisters, all of us live. So we have separate places. And so many beautiful flowers are offered. This spiritual love is so powerful and it really feels very good. So thank you. And Baba loves us and we also love each other. You always will notice whenever there is any kind of gathering, and if you observe, look at the faces and the movement of everyone, some you will feel very joyful, some you will find that are a bit serious. So everyone is different. So Baba is also talking about that how we all should be very easy in nature. That means power to adjust. Whatever are the situations, whatever is the time, just be easy about everything. So how many of you think you have easy nature? Everyone. Some of you might say easy, but then you get stuck, right? I cannot manage like this. I cannot manage with these people. It's so difficult. But one who has easy nature, then it's everything. You can adjust, you can mold, you can be friendly, you can be detached, lovely, everything, all the powers work when there is easy nature. So Baba is giving us homework, easy nature, the nature and sanskars. Baba always talks about thoughts and sanskars, and then he also talks about the nature and sanskar. Because many people say, How do I know my sanskars? I mean, every moment you can see the sanskars are emerging in the form of thoughts, in the form of words, in the form of actions. Because whatever your expressions are, that's what your sanskars are, right? So you cannot say, I don't know my sanskar. No, you know, especially through your thoughts. And then, of course, Baba is saying with the nature. So the nature and the sanskars of each of you are your own. We all have different sanskars. But to be loving to all, mm, to be loving to all, to be successful in all your relationships. Because when there is true love, it works. All relationships, you know. I know I'd been with Baba for almost 70 years and must have stayed with hundreds and hundreds of them. But I remember until now, after years when we meet, there's so much love. Because I feel that you don't know how long you will be together. Let's have love. Let's have such relationship that whenever we think of anyone, there is a lot of feelings of love. So Baba is saying successful in relationships, that's the biggest attainment and the success. And Baba says to everything else, relationship and everything else, to be victorious in your mind. It will happen. Don't give up. Continue to have courage. No? So victorious in your mind and lovely and have lovely, you know, and then to have sweetness in your words. Never use the words which when people think of, they don't feel good. Always use the words which can help others. So Baba is saying sweetness in your nature is only visible. Baba says when you have an easy nature. So what is easy nature? Sweetness in words, right? And successful in relationships. To have an easy nature means to make yourself easy, kind of adjustable, flexible, easy in recognizing the time, and then you adjust yourself according to time, people, circumstances. To be easy means recognizing the time, people, and circumstances. And to be easy means to be harmonious and Baba says that able to mold yourself, harmonious, because that's the record. So Baba says easy means again not to be careless. This is really interesting to connect easiness and not to have carelessness. Because I thought if you are easy, then you can possibilities of carelessness, right? But Baba says if you are truly easy, then there won't be carelessness. I really wonder that Baba, knowledgeful father, every time, every day, gives us such beautiful teachings. I don't think any university in the whole world will teach you what is sweetness, what is humility, mm, what is true love, what is success, what is relationships. No? Are there any subjects anywhere? No. So I think it's very important we pay attention to every word Baba speaks. Mm. And then practice become the embodiment. And then you can surely glorify Baba. So our homework today is easy nature. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti.
It feels so good and it seems so long since we have been in this room face to face with you. And so welcome to New York. I was not there to welcome you there, but I'm very happy to welcome you to New York and to Avyakti Bhavan. And my first question is
Can you just introduce yourself?
myself.
Because they all doesn't know.
Okay, my name is Kala, and I'm based in Peace Village. Baba has placed me there for about 26, 27 years. I've been with Mohini Didi for about 45 years, almost of all of my Brahmin life. And I'm very happy to be with you. Okay. I was thinking when that plane touched down in New York, what was your thought?
Actually, I had been telling Bhumi Ben that I'm still like I'm asking where I'm landing. Is it New York or is it India or still like both places? And then the day and the timing and it's taking little while to kind of many things because it had been quite long time. So I completely forgot and I have to ask them, how does it work? What is it,
I know. Yes.
So, yeah. No, one thing I definitely, first thing is thank Baba that the flight was in time, flight was comfortable. All the people, those who were serving in the flight, the crew, pilots were very kind. And when the gate of the plane opened, generally they have someone make announcements about, what little bit about where we are. And this lady who did it, we know her very well. So when I was coming out, then crew was telling, when you need help, take meet this lady. She said, oh, I know them very well. I know them. So it feels so
So
good
you
that at
feel like you're
airport,
coming home, right?
yeah, that's beautiful. And everything was very smooth.
Wonderful.
You
Wonderful.
know, it's like two different, it's one world, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's different world. In Shantivan, there are so many Baba's children. Now what you sing in front of you is Shantivan Vyakti Parivar. They all are there and they gather every morning whether we are there or not. So this is Shantivan. Mm.
It's so true that it is one world and it's like two sides of the same coin. We are at opposite ends, but the same world. So it's a beautiful feeling of being together, especially as Avyakti Parivar. And you were saying before, Didi, that we are so lucky to have a teacher like Baba to teach us all these virtues which the people in the world don't even mention, let alone knowing what it is. But I was also thinking he just doesn't talk about it. But when he was around, he was embodiment. And he has also left so many examples for us who are embodiments, because many times for us, it's even difficult to imagine what easy nature looks like. But when we look at someone like you, for example, it's very apparent what that looks like, what is easy nature. So and somebody very beautifully said recently that very good way of learning is to shadow somebody who is already practicing those virtues. It becomes very easy for you to pick up those virtues. And so I've been very lucky to shadow you
Mm.
and really get to know firsthand what is easy nature. But it's an interesting point that you made about how easiness has to do, of course, with our nature. But in our discipline, for example, in our routine, for example, we still have to be careful. We still need to be accurate with ourselves. And sometimes, we are accurate, we are, kind of careful with ourselves, but people around us are not.
Mhm.
And then sometimes it comes out as not easy, but a little bit of a rigid nature, a little bit of a tight nature to kind of demand that that person should immediately be changing, or it almost comes across as a controlling nature, for example. I don't know what's the opposite of easy. I think it's rigid, it's controlling, it's, tight kind of. So I was thinking, how do we moderate ourselves, and what is it that makes us this controlling, for example? What what's the need of the soul when it wants to control something outside of ourselves
Mm.
rather than being easy? I mean, it's good to have that aim that everybody should be doing the right thing, but to go about it in a way, in an easy way, so that it inspires others rather than puts people off.
Actually, this is world drama, and everyone has different part to play. And whatever part they have, those kind of sanskars and the nature they have. So I remember when I came as a young person, one of the dadi said, don't expect everyone to be like you, because our capacities, our way of doing, our thinking, we all are different, right? But different doesn't mean that we have differences. You can be different, I can be different, and everyone not only is different, but should be different, right? Just
Mm.
imagine, even if we are in gathering or family, we have to agree to each other. We should say yes. But also it's good that everyone is different, right? It will be very boring when, nobody has different ideas, nobody shares or show anything different. But everyone's capacity, everyone's efficiency, everyone of doing. But one important thing which one should keep as one's own, that I have to be what I want to be, not what others are, right? Because this one is like that, so I become like that. No. But actually be very determined and firm. What I will think, what will be my nature, not get affected,
Mm.
by little things or by any other person. Baba is teaching us, Brahma Baba, Dadis were example in front of us, and we should follow them properly, follow Shrimad. So I think that it's very important to let everyone be what they are. I have so many young Baba's daughters came to me, and now they are grown up. One thing I like to see that everyone is independent, because if there is control, then you're not allowing that person's specialties or that person's part to openly come out. So for me, I thought whatever are the right things, virtues, I should be embodiment of that. But look at others, and no, that's not really right. So controlling nature sometimes are like more expectations. But I find that, I always say, if people are allowed to be what they have, their power to discern and decide, their power to, so many good qualities can emerge. But if I say no, so there should be a pattern which people should follow, but not copy it. That if I say get up, you get up. If I say no, you don't have to. You know, too much control is not right, because it doesn't help in development of another person, but also your own self. So just be example, be embodiment, use the virtues, and everything works very well. And a lot of cooperation comes. I remember when we were asked to stay in Shantivan for 6 months, we said, but who will help us? And we don't know here anyone. And now there are so many who are offering, can we come be with you for 2, 3 months? Can we come? And this time we had a very big group. So everyone was helping, and people look forward to be coming and doing things. So beautiful. So I think that one should be loving, one should be virtuous, and everything is really, really very, very beautiful around. That's what my experience had been, that, but not controlling nature. As you said, people should respect you, they should be inspired by you, and they should feel like being in that company. That's more important.
One of the things I have really appreciated this month is they have paired sweetness with humility.
Mm.
And I think it's a very nice combination, and they go hand in hand. And with humility, I've been thinking actually, Baba always connects humility with task of establishment, nirman and nirman, for example. And I don't think I've made a direct connection of that. Perhaps you can talk to that a little bit. How does humility really become instrument for task of establishment?
Because when you are humble, then the way you will do things will be very harmonious, very creative. And what Baba is establishing, we call it golden age, or we can call it kingdom of God. And what Baba is creating the world, we all have to contribute in that way. So when you are humble, you try to mend the things. You don't break it. And you are not harsh about anything. But you are gentle, you are sweet, and I think definitely you become a good instrument.
It's almost like you have to get out of the way for Baba to establish, right? Or because otherwise we get in his way of what he wants to do sometimes. So I really like that connection a lot of humility and task of establishment. And one was something that was from this morning's Murli. Baba was talking about your faith in yourself is actually based on the self-respect that you receive from Baba. And you were saying he gives it all to us, to all of us. And he gives everything to us, and yet it's number-wise. So how do you see each soul accepting that self-respect for himself, herself? What really happens, that you do accept it or you don't accept it, or you can't embrace it fully?
Because self-respect and ego, sometimes they get, and confidence. These are three things. So self-respect, when you have, you also have confidence. But some people have confidence, overconfidence sometimes. And then the ego is there, certainly. So I think we have to just see how we just remain. When you are in self-respect, you don't have any ego. When you are in self-respect, then you never feel humiliated. Some people always feel, I'm not respected, I'm not loved. But self-respect is Baba. I always say Baba's Drishti. I always remember and keep bringing Baba's Drishti on me. Anytime, for protection, for cooperation, for anything what is required, I just remember Baba and Baba's Drishti. So I think that confidence and ego, especially confidence. So confidence is good, but when there is ego, you are overconfident. And lot of things happen, didn't go right because of the overconfidence. So it's good to always remind yourself of your self-respect, which is very important. You then go up and down, and how people look at you, how people talk to you, how people behave with you. It's all right. They do whatever they do. But I should have my self-respect, because we are very affected by opinions of people. This one says this for me, this one. It's all right, we shouldn't really get affected.
And sometimes we even question Baba, right? Is it that he really means to tell me he's giving me all of this self-respect? But we forget it's God who knows me more than anybody else.
So look at Baba says, you all were deities, you becoming deities.
Right.
Such a big respect, just to think of, that's what we were, deities. We were divine, we were pure. It brings so much self-respect.
I think that's a big first step, I think, that takes you so far in the whole thing.
Yeah, that's very good.
Very good. I know you had a long day. And we are looking forward to this long time, next few months with you.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. And so tomorrow is Monday. We're scheduled from Amritwila, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. In the evening, 5 to 5:30 p.m. Avikti Children Malay class. 6 o'clock Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series, English series, and chit chat. Now let's remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi.
तुम मिले हो जब से मुझे, मिला चैन सुहाना है। तुम मिले हो जब से मुझे, मिला चैन सुहाना है। जीवन का हर पल अब मिला चैन सुहाना है। तुम मिले हो जब से मुझे, मिला चैन सुहाना है। सब अपनी सुनाते रहे, ना मेरी सुन पाए। सब अपनी सुनाते रहे, ना मेरी सुन पाए। तुम सुन के मुझे भगवन इस धरती पर आए। मेरे स्नेह भरे दिल को तुमने पहचाना है। तुम मिले हो जब से मुझे, मिला चैन सुहाना है। तुम मिले हो जब से मुझे, मिला चैन सुहाना है। जब जब मैं अकेला हुआ, दिया तुमने सहारा है। जब जब मैं अकेला हुआ, दिया तुमने सहारा है। सदा अपना कह के मुझे तुमने ही पुकारा है। तुमने ही सिखाया मुझे हंसना और गाना है। तुम मिले हो जब से मुझे, मिला चैन सुहाना है। तुम मिले हो जब से मुझे, मिला चैन सुहाना है।
the